Overthinkers. I'm Courtney and welcome to the Overthinker Guide. So by the time this comes out, it should be the day after Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And you know, around Christmas time, we share our wish lists with our family or friends or with Santa. So I actually want to take this video to share my travel wish list for the future. So these are places that I'm hoping to hit within the next decade if I can. And I'm trying to hit all 7 continents. Spoiler alert. I have my list, hold on. So the order I'm going in is like North America and then what's close to that and forward. These are places I've never been before. There's definitely places I've already been to that I want to go to again. So I'm just trying to mention the ones places I haven't been. So number 1, Arizona. So part of the reason why I want to go to Arizona is because I do have a friend that I have not seen literally since graduation day, and I wanted to stop by and visit her. But I also want to go to the Grand Canyon. I saw like a spa randomly on TikTok one day, and I was like, ooh, a spa in Arizona sounds nice. And then I had this idea to do a hot air balloon over the Grand Canyon. I don't even think they offer that when I was like looking at hot air balloon rides, but just hot air ballooning in Arizona sounds fun. So that was why I chose Arizona. Next one is Niagara Falls, specifically the Toronto side. So I've never been to Niagara Falls. I just think it would be beautiful. I've already gotten like the hotel I want to stay in that gives you a view of the falls. Like I love water, even though I can't swim and I'm terrified of water, but I love the view of water. It's so peaceful. So I would love to go to Niagara Falls. So now we are leaving North America and going down to South America. And I only have one place there just for like, I really want to go. But honestly, anywhere in South America would be fun, like Peru or anything. But my place is Brazil. I really want to go to Brazil. I want to go there, I feel like mainly for Carnival, but I want to go like around it, like as they're prepping for it, because I feel like there'll be less people there. And my birthday is like right before Carnival, so I feel like it would work out for a birthday trip. I remember like in high school I wanted to go to Brazil, and that was like around the time, like right before the Olympics was in Brazil. But it's just been off my radar for a little bit, but I do want to go to Brazil. So now we're leaving South America because, like I said, that's the only one that's like really sticking out that I really want to go to, but I'm open to anywhere in South America. Now we're going to go over to Europe, and this first one that I want to go to, I'm already starting to check off, and I want to go to Iceland. So I don't know what came over me, just all of a sudden I wanted to see the Northern Lights and specifically see them for my birthday. And then I saw somebody's TikTok itinerary of them in Iceland, and I was like, oh, that's just a sign I just need to go. Because I want to, of course, see the Northern Lights, go to the hot springs, and just see the landscapes there. It looks really beautiful over there. So I'm actually already paying on a trip to Iceland with EF Ultimate Break. I think I mentioned that in the Black Friday video. I'm very excited for that. Hopefully we can see Northern Lights. And if I do, of course, I'll be sharing it here. Next, still in Europe, next we're going to go to Paris, France. I've been to France before, but it was on the French Riviera side in Nice, and I really want to go back. But I want to go to Paris also, I feel like for obvious reasons, all the sights to see, and all the food to eat. So really want to go to Paris for that. I was very tempted to try to go during Olympics time, but I just feel like flights are way more expensive at that time, and it'll be way more crowded. So not happening at least in the next year or so. Next is Greece. So Greece is a place I've always wanted to go to. And I actually set a story in Greece because I'm a writer, and I wrote a whole novel set in Greece. But I've never been there before, so I really would love to go to Greece. and just take a look at that. My dad and stepmom actually went to Greece recently, and they literally did my dream vacation. So that made me excited to go. And then right next to Greece is the Amalfi Coast in Italy, and that's another place I want to go, partially because of the movie Luca. I'm not gonna lie to you, but once I saw that what that movie was based off of, I was like, oh, it is gorgeous over here. So definitely would want to go there, and I think I would probably do the Amalfi Coast and Greece at the same time because they're so close to each other. Now we're leaving Europe and going down to Africa. So I feel like there's a few places I want to visit in Africa, but I'll name 3. So I want to go to Nigeria, South Africa, and Morocco. So I want to go to Nigeria just because, I don't know, I took an ancestry thing. It said I was 32% Nigerian. So I was like, okay, well, since that's majority of my ancestry, let's go back to the motherland. I think it's part of the reason why I want to go to Nigeria, but also just to see Lagos and just see the country. That's where Nollywood is. And then South Africa, I want to go just because I feel like it's nice over there. And my dad went to South Africa at some point in the 90s or early 2000s. I'm not entirely sure, but he said he liked it over there, so definitely want to go. And then I also want to go to Morocco because the vibe and the aesthetic, it just looks really cool, like something I would have never experienced before. So really want to go to Morocco just to kind of see architecture, textiles, and the desert, things like that. So I also want to go to Seychelles. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. I want to go there too. It wasn't on my original list, but like I just think water looks beautiful, looks stunning. Like I want to go over there. I'm not even a beach person, but like I just want to see it. So now we're gonna go from Africa over to Asia, and again, there's a lot of places I want to visit in Asia, including India. It's not on this list here, but like there's so many places I want to visit in Asia, and it's so funny because like when I was in high school, there were no countries on my radar in Asia, and then when I hit college, I was like, oh no, I gotta go. I actually wanted to take a 2-week trip to Asia to visit the countries I'm about to mention, but then I was like, realistically that would be a 2-month trip, not a 2-week trip. So the countries I want to visit is South Korea, Japan, Singapore, Bali, Thailand, and the Philippines. So South Korea and Japan are 2 that I think that I'm hoping to be able to accomplish within the next 2 years, because I originally was planning on going there for my 30th birthday. Then my sister, from the Chicago trip, my sister said she wanted to go to Japan for her 30th birthday, just Japan, and our birthdays are only 5 months apart. So I was like, oh, then if you're going, I'll just go with you and I'll wait. It'll be warmer anyway. And so now I'm like trying to figure out how that'll work, because I don't know if she wants to go to South Korea also. Plus, I would want to go to South Korea with my friends from college, just because we literally had started saving, like in a group jar. We were saving for a trip to South Korea. So it would feel wrong not to go with them. And then I have another friend who, really all my friends love anime, but I have another friend who really loves anime, and if I would be like, she definitely would want to go to Japan, you know? So, but this is, if we're going, it would be for my sister's birthday. Those are the 2 countries that I really think I can get done within the next 2 years. And then Bali, I do want to do as a birthday trip, and the reason why it's on this list actually is because every single place said it's a good place to visit in January, and that's my birthday, and it looks beautiful over there. That's really the reason for all of these countries listed, that it looks beautiful, or I want to try the food. So that is Asia. I will keep rambling if I spend too much time on Asia. All right, so next we have Australia, and I'm going to also just throw in New Zealand, because obviously if I'm going to Australia, I'm going to go to New Zealand. Like, excuse me? I actually think New Zealand would be cooler. Don't come for me. I want to go to all 7 continents. Australia is one of those. And then also my mom really wants to go to Australia. Australia, New Zealand, and Fiji actually. Australia and New Zealand, I think it's just a whole other side. I heard the food over there is good. I know a lot of films like I think Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings, they filmed in New Zealand, and those films are gorgeous. So definitely want to go see what it's like over there. We're gonna go back to the US just for a second because I feel like this is technically in between Australia, New Zealand, and the US side, Hawaii. And I'm putting this with a caveat because I know some of the locals are saying do not visit, like stop visiting. And that's why I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't visit. But then on the other hand, there's another set that's saying, oh, this boosts the economy, like tourism is what helps the economy. So I'm like, I don't know. So right now I'm not planning on going to Hawaii, but it's a place I'd like to go. Lastly, because I said I wanted to visit all 7 continents, is Antarctica. Now, at first I was like, I don't feel like that's possible. Like, I'm not a scientist. Like, I can't see that being a thing. And then I literally just came across somebody's a vlog of them taking an expedition to Antarctica for like a leisurely trip. It wasn't necessarily a scientific trip. And I was like, oh, okay, it is possible. So yes, I do want to go to Antarctica as well. I have other things like how I want to experience the travel, and I have things that like on my wish list that I want to try. So that is the list. Now, I've always wanted to see more of the world, but the thing that always had me hesitant about it was my treatment. Because clearly, as you can see, I'm a Black woman, and we experience racism in practically anywhere. But then I came across something that someone said, and they said, you're not treated well in the US, so you might as well go see the rest of the world, because you're either going to get treated the same or treated better. So I was like, you know what, you're right. I shouldn't let the fear of possibly something happening stop me. So I am hoping to go to all these places and more within the next decade, really throughout the rest of my life. And hopefully I can take you all on that journey with me. Now, if you like this video, you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing, leave a like down below, and comment your travel wish list. Where are places that you want to go? Or where have places that you've gone that you were able to check off your wish list? I would love to know. I don't have any travel plans in the next few months, but I do have things just planned for the channel, planned for the blog, so be on the lookout for that. Next week, I'll be just recapping all my trips and experiences from 2023. But until then, I'll see you next time, overthinkers.